I always tell people that every animal once lived in the forest before we domesticated them. Naturally, that's how they have a lifestyle. They live in a forest,
Yeah.
and then their normal or natural food that they eat is grass.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we domesticate them, we have to bring everything to their disposal so that they can behave well for us as they would in the forest.
Hello everyone, I welcome you all to Hamburg Integrated Farms. As you already know, my name is Sika and my guest for today is Mr. Elliot. He is a co-owner of Ace Farms. We were here 8 months ago, yes, to have an interview with him, and we are here to do a follow-up interview. Before we get into the conversation, let's go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we will get started. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Welcome back from that quick commercial break. My guest is right here with me. Hello, Elliot. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
You
You're
sound
welcome.
good. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's good to see you once again.
It's good to see you too.
Yes. How has business been?
Rough and smooth, but we'll take it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We were here 8 months ago. You walked us through your journey as a rabbit farmer, how you started. You spoke to us about the fact that after school you had to create a job for yourself. You came together with your uncle and your dad to come about this Ace Farm. 8 months, comparing 8 months ago to now, how has business been? Has there been any major progress?
Yes, we have improved.
Okay.
We
Tell us
have
about it.
improvement in terms of breeds.
Okay.
The breeds are everything. In farming, animal farming, two things. You need a good breed, genetical breeds, and then you need feed. So in terms of breed and feed, yeah, we've before we didn't have a lot of hay
Okay.
like you see around,
Yeah.
but we've been able to improve over time, and now we do our own bales. I mean bales of hay. So now the animals get a lot of hay, and it helps their health and then digestive tract.
Okay.
And in terms of breed, yeah, we've been able to produce good breeds for other farmers, and we've had a lot of good compliments. I mean, from
The last
yeah,
time.
you came and
Yeah.
yeah, and there are lots of orders coming
Wow.
that we can't even meet. Yeah,
Really?
right now,
Is that good?
yeah, it's
Wow.
good,
Wow.
but it's rough for us because we wish that we could.
Yeah.
We're able to meet all of these orders, so we are trying. We are putting everybody on that sharp edge to do the right thing. Yeah, sure.
Last time I came, I spoke to your daddy as well. How is he doing?
It's fine. It's fine. The
Okay.
old man is fine.
Okay, it sound good. Okay, the other time when during our interview, you spoke of a major challenge. You told me your major challenge you're currently facing was getting feed for your rabbits. Have you been able to sort yourself out? How is it going now?
Yes, we've been able to, like I said in the past, if you recall what you saw in the farm, there wasn't much hay like what you see
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
And the animals like it because I always tell people that every animal once lived in the forest before we domesticated them. Naturally, that's how they have a lifestyle. They live in a forest,
Yeah,
and then their normal or natural food that they eat is grass.
yeah.
Okay, so if we domesticate them, we have to bring everything to their disposal so that they can behave well for us as they would in the forest.
Okay.
Okay, so if we alienate them of their natural feel, they are not going to behave well. You don't expect them to behave well when you don't treat them
Exactly.
right. So realize that yeah, they like a lot of hay, they eat a lot of grass. Um, it helps their health, it helps their digestive tract. These animals are monogastric animals, and then they have a very delicate digestive system.
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of hay, a lot of grass works for them properly. Okay, than the cereal and or whatever we feed. So yeah, we have improved.
Okay.
Uh,
So you're combining the hay together with their cereals, the feed, the other feed they
yeah, the
take.
pellets. Yes,
Okay,
yeah, we
okay.
do it hand in hand because If you don't do that,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to go against your
Yeah,
pockets.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, it's going to go against your pockets. Your input cost to go high,
Mm-hmm.
and at the end, it's going to affect the product. Okay, so we do that hand in hand. So the little of the pellets and then more of the hay. Yes, so that we can balance that. Yeah.
Okay, so for the sake of those who couldn't watch our first interview, it was 8 months ago. Would you tell us a little bit about Ace Farm so we move forward?
Okay, Ace Farms. We started, I think, 2019 December. That was when we started. The idea was towards my dad's retirement and me completing school, service personnel after service, job hands was not working, and my uncle's passion too for farming. So the three together bet Ace Farms. Yeah, the three ideas together bet Ace Farms. So after that, we were looking at producing the best protein option for people. Now a lot of people are health conscious. The red meats have this hemoglobin in it. That's what causes the heart diseases, the blood pressure, and all of that. And this is a lean meat, white meat. That is for everybody. It's not limited to any age group or any kind of human. So we saw the need to produce this as a best protein option for the market.
Okay.
Okay, and also another reason is that it does not require so much space to produce. The little space you have in your backyard or your house, you can do something profitable with rabbits. And then I think another reason is that they are prolific. If I say they are prolific, their breeding cycle is faster than other animals as compared to cattle. Cattle is 9 months, goats is 5 months. I mean, they are also good, but we chose rabbits. Yes.
And it's, I mean, it's lucrative. You get more money from it.
Yes, if you do the right thing. Yes. Every business, every job is lucrative. Every idea would sound lucrative, but there is a technique to it.
Okay.
There are ethics to it. There are ethics of every job, right?
Yeah.
There are do's and don'ts of
Yeah,
every job.
exactly.
So when you follow the right procedures, yeah, you should see some positive side of it. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. The last time you spoke about the fact that the feed was a major challenge for
Yes.
you,
Yes.
and now I can see, and I mean they are looking very good. The haze, you are feeding them very well. Aside the feeding, which was a problem, are you facing any challenge at the moment?
Uh, challenge, yes. I think with the cages we have here, yeah, this was what we started with.
Okay.
Okay, and if you watch carefully closely, you see that the mesh are rusted.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, it started right, I think, 2 months after constructing these cages.
Oh.
Yes, 2 months after constructing, and so a lot of hay goes into this section than the other side.
Okay. Okay.
The reason is that the rust particles on the surface of the metal causes what you call sawhawks to the animals. When they hop, it pierces them and it creates some sort of saw
Oh,
beneath
okay.
their feet,
Okay.
which declines the health of the breeding mothers. Some they have kids want to breastfeed, they hop around and
Yeah.
the weight they land, and this the rust creates this sores beneath their feet, and it deteriorates their health. And before you know
Okay.
it, if you're not careful, you can lose them.
Oh.
So a lot of hay goes here to cushion their cage, okay, so that they will not get hurt and all of that. So that's the problem we have here. Instead of the minimal amount of hay, there are lots goes in here. And so I would say that to your viewers, that is one of the most expensive mistakes you can ever commit. I said previously that when you want to start a farm, please kindly go around, ask the right questions, research the right materials. We didn't. Okay, we didn't know this. As newbies, we are nobody to tell us.
Oh, okay.
So these are expensive mistakes. When you want to invest money, you put money in something, especially your structures. It should be one time. In
Yeah.
about maybe 10 years, then you can refurbish. You only have to do your maintenance cost and you are good to go. You can see the cages we have over there. They are 2 years and there is no rust on the
Yeah.
cages.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Still looks good.
exactly.
Yeah.
So Going ahead, they were learning, and then we discovered that those materials,
Oh,
and we have to
okay.
quickly change.
Okay, okay.
Okay, and secondly, the woods too are expensive, and the woods don't even provide a good conditions for your rabbit. Reasons being that when you watch closely beneath the nipple, the water nipple, okay, when they drink from it, the water droplets falls on the wood.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
now you need the sun to dry it off,
Yes,
because the
yes.
environment of the rabbit should not be wet. It should always be dry.
Dry.
You need the sun to dry it. Now, when you expose the wood to the sun, you're exposing the rabbit to danger. That is heat stroke. The sun uh, um, um, puts them to that danger, heat stroke. They can
Oh,
acquire heat
okay.
stroke and die.
Wow.
For your breeding males, it reduces their semen concentration,
Really?
and over time can make them sterilized, and so they will not be producing, or they'll
Wow.
produce but weaker babies.
Okay.
Okay, but with the mesh, with everything mesh, you see it's more airy, and so when
Yeah.
the water drops on it, once the air blows, it's dry. You see, but this one, if you're not at the stage where we are a pro, or you've not mastered your game, I'm sorry for you. You'll be having a lot of issues here. Okay, so it's in our plan to change all of these
Okay. So
cages.
meaning with time you are going to do away with
Yeah,
these
yeah, yeah,
ones.
yeah, we'll change everything
Oh, okay.
soon. We'll change everything, and then do everything mesh. I mean, put in the new ideas that we have, and everything will be perfect for the next maybe 15, 20 years. Because I was a farmer I saw in SA, a farmer I met. He told me his cages are 25 years old, and there's no rust.
Really?
Yeah, 25 years old. So what they do is that in every year, the way the cages are constructed is more friendly to handle. You see these ones, the wooden ones, we've used nails to join them.
Yeah.
So this one, if you want to do any changes on them, or you want to repair anything, you have to be hitting the nails or removing, and you might destroy them.
Yeah.
But if you look at the other one, we used screws,
Screws. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay, to attach the mesh. So we just have to unscrew and bring the cage in. So that's what they do. And so every year they bring out the cages, they refresh them, clean them, galvanize them again, and put them back. So the maintenance culture is good. So 25 years, you can do that more than that if you do the right thing.
That's great. Talking about the future, what's the way forward for Ace Farm?
The future for Ace Farm, yeah, as usual, we want to encourage everybody to farm. We want to lead. We want to tell everybody that we need to do it right because we are doing it right. Yeah, we are building a brand that is for the right stuff.
Yes.
You don't do the crooked stuff. You want to do it right. You want to create the best breeds. Okay, I tell my farmers that in rabbits you don't just catch anything and breed. Okay, you should know what you are putting together because we want to preserve the genetical pool for a long-term goal. So if we are just catching anything and we are breeding in a short time, we'll lose all the good genetics in the system. Okay, and then we will not be able to meet that commercial goal again. Okay, so for a long term, yes, we want to lead everybody, tell everybody that we want to do the right thing in terms of breeding, having good genetical breeds, farm setup. I mean, in feed, okay. I want to encourage more people to come on board, and you as well to come and farm.
Sure, sure. We'll be glad to. Yeah, I asked some questions before we started recording. I saw quite a number of rabbits in one cage, and then you told me. I asked you the maximum number a rabbit can litter. Yes, I want you to tell us about it. Tell us everything we need to know about rabbits in general.
I mean, evidence-based practice or proven on international scale. Um, they can have 1 to 14. Okay, so the highest I have had, like I've witnessed on my farm, is 13 from a single mother. I think the second highest is 12 from another mother. Okay. And then since then, she has been doing 9, 9, 9. She has not done anything less than 9 in 3 years. Okay. Uh-huh. And then one thing I would tell the farmers is that you are the farmer. Observe your rabbits. Keep an eye on your rabbits. People say that when you breed a rabbit for 2 years, you let it. Yeah, it's true. When the cycle comes down, you let it go. Okay, I mean the breeding number is not performing, let it go. But if it's performing, why let it go? Keep it. Okay. And build on that genetics, because that is what is giving you results. Build on that genetics to build your farm.
Does your feed determine the number of liter you get?
Yes, the feed determines that. That's a good question. Yeah. Your feed determines the number of liters you get. Okay. So in terms of feed, you've seen that we feed a lot of grass. We do little of the pellets. Some of these feeds, the components they comprise of, okay, poses health issues to the breeding mothers. In a sense that some of these feeds, they also have fat, a lot of fat.
Really?
Yes, around the
What
ovaries.
actually is the feed made up of?
The one we use, most the normal thing that the farmers use in Ghana, the soya bean, palm kernel cake.
So how does it pose dangers to the rabbits?
You see, like I said, they have a natural life. How they were made naturally into the wild. They eat a lot of grasses, varieties of grasses, but they still look okay. They still look big.
Exactly.
So when we catch them from the forest and we domesticate them, we should bring whatever they eat, convert that into the same feed. Okay, here they would still. But if you are doing something else, that is not good for it. That's what will come. So I tell people that there are lots of varieties of foods that rabbits eat, but check the components that the feed is made of. Example, you know, rabbits eat sweet potato leaves, right? But there is an element in there that is very toxic to the health of the rabbits,
Really?
especially yes, the males and then the females, in terms of their their womb. Okay, it's very toxic to them, and then the males too. It has another complications it gives them.
I see.
So they eat it, yes, but it's not good for a domesticated rabbit, because the space the domesticated rabbit has is just 2 feet by 3. It's not moving about. But you see, so that's where the difference between the rabbits in the wild and domesticated comes in. The one in the wild, even if it picks up any toxin, at the end of the day, it owns all the acres in the forest to hop on, to burn these toxins. It's going to stay safe.
Exactly.
You see, so it can pick a little bit of sweet potato. Doesn't mean that the one here should eat it. So we should know what we feed the stable rabbits in here. So some of these feed a lot of fat accumulation, and they can carry a lot of babies. That is one of the problems. Another is that they become obese. They feel so heavy to lazy to even. So that one, when they feel so heavy, when you take them to be crossed, they don't become receptive.
There's no energy to even
They
do that.
don't become, and after sometimes after stimulus copulations it goes through, but sometimes after stimulus copulations they become very aggressive, and if you're not careful in that cycle, the female will bite off the testicle of your male, and that is it. That female will cause your farm. Meanwhile, that male is the one giving you the good lines. Exactly.
Have you experienced that before?
Not
The
with
female.
not with the breeding male, but a particular batch I winned. Yes, I've experienced it.
Wow.
But for the aggressiveness with my breeding male, yes, I have experienced it. She was so aggressive, and I have to, you know, let her go, find a way to cross her. Okay. So those are some of the dangers with the feed. Okay, so that's why we feed. We do a lot of grass. So the grass takes out all of those fats, you see, in them, so that they can carry more babies, you see. And then I mean it creates a balance of energy in there. Okay, because when you do just one kind of feed, especially when the feed is not good, when a mother is breastfeeding, when she breastfeeds the babies, she needs to replace the energy she has given to the babies. If the food she eats is not giving a replacement of the energies, she's worn out, and they suffer something called enteritis. The mother will just die just like that, leaving the case. You see. And they suffer all of those things. So she forces to breastfeed them, but the food she eats has not replaced her lost energy. So at least the grass helps. You can see that mother behind you chewing grass. You can see.
Yes, I
Uh,
can.
uh,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
see. So they like it. So that's it. So those are the issues with like you asked, the feed.
Yeah,
When you don't
yeah.
do it right, yes, the feed. Yeah, those are some of the issues.
Okay, okay. But I'm glad you've incorporated the haze and then things are moving on smoothly for you.
Yes, that's the best, and it's in our plan that we'll do it on a bigger
On a
scale.
larger scale.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
help the our farmer friends, so
Okay.
that they wouldn't have to go through the hustle and
Mm-hmm.
whatever for hay and all of
Yeah.
these things. Yes, we're planning to do it now that a lot of them know Ace Farms, and we are trying to do it on a bigger scale so that we can help them. Okay. Yeah. But anytime they come in, I try as much as possible to give each of them some sort of education that don't
Yeah.
feed this grass. Research on it.
It's very important.
Look at the what it's made of. Like the example again, like the guinea grass. They call it estre or something. The one
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is
yeah,
fed to
yeah.
goats.
Yeah, yeah.
It has a lot of water in it. Has a
Okay.
lot of sugar. That grass has the lowest protein content, mineral element, the lowest. Okay, and it has a lot of sugar. So when you feed this, the end product is sugar. You're putting sugar in your rabbit. And rabbits to sugar, it kills them.
Yeah.
You get.
Okay.
So kindly don't be lazy. Like look into the grasses, the feeds before. Don't and I don't. One thing too I don't do is that I don't work with. They say. Let me put it that way. Yes, see, yes, see.
Yeah,
Artisan,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
work with it. Is it proven?
Mm-hmm. Do your
Is
research,
it
get your
evident
facts right. Yeah.
for you to it?
Okay.
You see,
Yeah.
that way we can all. Yes, yes, yes. Some people they come here, I give them all the lessons for free. I help them because I feel they are suffering.
Yeah.
They go back and they be asking reverse questions again. Artisan na. I mean,
Okay.
I sometimes I just are human. I
I mean, as an upcoming farmer, you should
Yeah.
always do your research very well before you venture into, in fact, any business in general. Just do your research well before you go into it. Give us your final words and then let's wrap up.
My final words is that I will encourage everybody to keep doing what they are doing, but most importantly, do it right. Do it right. Rabbits like a lot of hay. Goats, if you are doing goats, they like a lot of hay. Cattle, they like a lot of hay. Okay, do it right. Find the right grasses. That does not pose any health issues to your rabbits. Secondly, observe your breeding stocks. You are the farmer. Keep an eye on your breeding stocks. Monitor their growth. Build your lines on the best breeds on the farm. Okay, and know the quantity of feed. Then do research. Okay, when you don't do research, you commit expensive mistakes. That's what I have to say.
Okay, give us your contact in case we want to reach you for any, knowledge.
02040303879 02438033457.
Okay, social media handles.
Yeah, yeah, YouTube is Rabbit Farms.
Okay.
TikTok is Ace Farms Ghana. Twitter Ace Farms Ghana. And Instagram is Ace Farms. Yeah, the same thing, I think. And Facebook, the same thing, I think. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time.
Welcome.
Okay, so always make sure to do your research well before you venture into any business. And if you want to, get some knowledge on your rabbit farm, how to start and everything, you can give Mr. Elliot a call. He's just a phone call away, or you can text him on the numbers he gave. He's ever ready to offer you with the knowledge you need to start your rabbit farm. My name is Sika. Don't forget to like our videos, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Make sure to always share the videos after watching. I mean, share, let everyone get a share of that knowledge. Keep watching and supporting Hamburg Integrated Farms. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.